Hello, Kimberly Stratman of To The Point Coach. I'm a certified life coach and a certified retirement life coach. I help individuals help themselves. I am a huge believer in process. I'm a huge believer in systems. And I have found that some of my most successful processes and systems were created due to my challenges, due to issues that I was having, getting done what I wanted to get done, how I wanted to do it. It's helped me immensely, and I like to help people with that. Having said all of that, there are times when I still feel like I am dropping the ball. Now, if I was talking to a client, I could have a very clear conversation. I could ask questions, I could listen to what they're saying, and my client then could create a plan that serves them well, that's authentic, that's effective, and it's efficient, and it's fair. Yet, myself, I sometimes don't give that same courtesy or respect to myself. Here is an example, and that is my scheduling. I will have a list of tasks that need to be done, and I will write them down. And now we're not talking about urgent and important and all that stuff right now. We're just talking about things that I know that I need to get done in my business life. So I have this list of things to get done, and I get some of them done, and the others might go to the next day, some to the next week. Some of them are reoccurring, which means they're going to have to be done again. And then some of them, well, just don't get done. And that's demoralizing and it's embarrassing and it makes me feel like a failure. And I also wonder, is there a dollar amount attached to that? What revenue am I losing? How big of a ball am I dropping? And then I got to thinking, how fair am I being to myself? Now, I'm not very touchy feely and I'm not just looking to feel good. I'm looking to get shit done, is pretty much what it comes down to. And I attended some training today that pointed out something which is pretty obvious. And that is you have a task and you have a project. And a task is something that you can get done, one person can get done in one setting, and it's only one action that's required to get that task done. And then it's done. And then a project is multiple actions. It might be more than one person, and it might take more than one setting to get it done. In my case, as an individual who owns the business, and I do everything myself with some help from my husband every now and then. But anyway, I'm the one who gets the things done. So I got to thinking about the stuff that's on my list and like creating videos. It's like, oh, I'm going to put down 30 minutes today and I'm going to get my videos done. I have 3 businesses. I have my essential oil business, I have my Bold and Brave coaching business, and I have my coaching business for first responders heading towards retirement. I like to create content for each of those. So I'll schedule 30 minutes to make the video. Well, before I can even start that, I will have had to have made sure that my phone is charged, the microphone is charged, that the dogs probably aren't going to lose it in the middle of my filming. I have to make sure that my content is ready. I have to make sure that I've done my research. I have to make sure all this is finished before I even start. I also have to make sure that my phone is on Do Not Disturb because, yes, I have received phone calls in the middle of what I thought were pretty good videos. So that's before I get started. And then I have to record it. And then I have found that any recording, if it's 10 minutes, it's 30 minutes to listen to it and edit it. That's for me. That's not my skill. I'm learning. I'm getting better at it. So if I don't take all of that into consideration, my 30 minutes to create videos for 3 different businesses and all the platforms, I'm just setting myself up for failure. That's just like a blog. Let's think about writing a blog. We think that should be relatively easy, right? We're the expert on the subject. We do a little bit of research. We fluff it up a little bit. We write it. We put it through spell check. We post it on our platform. Then somebody like me who's new at this and is just kind of doing the no nonsense approach by myself, I find out that I'm supposed to optimize for SEO and updating my publishing settings. What is that? So add that to my list of things that I need to get done. Is that a task or a project? really not sure yet since I don't know what all it involves. The point I'm trying to make is, are we being fair to ourselves? Are you being fair to yourselves? Whenever you make a schedule, when you write down what you're going to get done, it's just like if you have a meeting to go to in the city next to yours, and you schedule things back to back and you don't give yourself the transportation time in between, or you don't give yourself the amount of time that it's going to take to change clothes from one situation to the next, or you don't include meal breaks or bathroom breaks in your day. Those are all setting ourselves up for failure before we even start. So, what I am tasking myself with, and what I invite you to think of, is, are you being fair to yourself when you are scheduling your tasks, when you are scheduling what you want to get done? Are you honestly looking at it and figuring out what you need to do beforehand, during, and after to complete it? Might be a project and not a task. And I have to tell you that when I started looking at things that way, and I go back and I look at my schedule, I'm doing pretty good. I might not know everything that I'm doing, but I'm doing pretty good. And if I look at what I'm doing now to what I was doing 6 months ago, what I was doing a year ago, what I was doing 2 years ago, I am moving along. Lots of room for improvement. But let's look at that also. Am I going to improve if I have a negative attitude? Am I going to improve if I beat myself up for dropping the ball and not getting my tasks done, especially when I really didn't have the opportunity to succeed to begin with, because it wasn't an accurate assessment of what was required? So I'm going to get better at this, and I invite you to get better at this also. If you need some help with processes, with systems, with scheduling, with time management, goal setting, or even deciding what the next step is for you, I would love to help you. I'm a work in progress myself, so I absolutely understand the feeling that we get, the frustration that we have, and that we don't want our dreams, and we don't want our goals, and we don't want our livelihood to get snuffed out when that doesn't have to happen. So please get a hold of me. I would love to hear how you are in your scheduling. I would love to hear if you can tell, if you can see the difference between a task and a project. Love to hear it. Other folks could benefit from it also. Please subscribe to this video, and I look forward to hearing from you. Kimberly Stratman, To The Point Coach. Thanks so much. Be fair to yourself. You're worth it.